Solution. Renegade Society Production. Salute, my guys. Yeah, we gonna talk about this real, real quick. Everybody hit me on the gram like, yo, Bucks, what you think about this? So I said, let me get and get this one out the way. They did go back on at 6, the regular hour, 6 o'clock. We gotta get something we could talk about. But let's talk about the sports. that, that was weird. Yo, that was weird. Yo, that was weird right there. That's a fact. That was weird. Yo, that might have been, I think that was Vinny. I think that was Vinny, man. I think that was Vinny. Yeah, that's Vinny, man. That's Vinny. Damn, Vinny. It's like that, Vinny. Yo, Vinny going in on me. Oh, man, Vinny mad at me, man. Yo, Vinny, man. Stop it, man. They don't look good on you, Vinny. The hate don't look good on you, Vinny. It just don't look good on you, man. The hate don't look good, man. The hate. Hey, yo, Vinny, the hate don't look good, Vinny. Vinny came in shooting at me. Bang, bang. Like, nigga said, I look. Vinny. Vinny told me to cut the live off. Nigga said my fitted is dusty. Vinny, big man. For the sweat, Vinny, it's hot. It's humid. You know what I mean? I just popped out to do this quick live, you dig? Go jump in the rain, go put some garment on. You know what I mean? Something light. This shit stop the sweat. It's hot. But it feels good. You know what I mean? I don't like AC. Me and AC don't get along. My fitted too big for my yo Vinny, you wildin'. No Roski, man. No Roski, man. No Roski, Vinny, no Roski. Yo, Vinny bugged out. Vinny bugged out. We entertained Vinny a little bit, you know what I mean? We ain't got it's only five minutes into the show. Only 5 minutes into the show. You understand? So, throw y'all a little half an hour, 40. I guess we do an hour if it lasts. We ain't gonna do nothing, but we talking about the sports. The trades. It's looking spooky in the NBA right now. It's looking real spooky. Yeah, it's looking spooky in the NBA right now. Nah, why not? Why not, Vinny? Don't hate. Don't hate, Vinny. Why not? Respect. You know what it's called? Respect and respect it, Vinny. You ain't gotta hate. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta hate, Vinny. Hey, yo, Vinny, you ain't gotta hate. You ain't gotta, oh, yeah. You ain't gotta hate, Vinny. You know what I mean? Got the Chris Webbers. Ooh, the Chris Webbers. What you know about the Chris Webbers, Vinny? These are the Webbs. You ain't even... Vinny, stop it. Vinny, stop it, Vinny. Don't do that, Vinny. Stop it, Vinny. Hey, Vinny, don't do that. Don't do that, Vinny. Don't do that, Vinny. I don't even know if that's Vinny, but I think that's Vinny Swelling. I think that's Venezuela. Yeah, that's Venezuela. You ain't see these on Fordham. You ain't see these, Vinny. What are you doing on Fordham? Vinny, you shop on Fordham? Hey, yo, Vinny, you shop on Fordham? I didn't know they still do that. I'm just being honest. In my me and Mikey B voice. I never knew they shopped on Fordham, Vinny. I'm being honest with you. I thought it was no stores on Fordham. VIP. And you right down the block. I already know that. I told you they got your picture up in 2000. You walk right by the building. The building is called 2000, people. Venezuela, he lives up the block. You know, usually when you say Webster and all that, you thinking Butler houses, 6ix9ine, but he from the third side, so they from like, you know, we'd be like, you know, up that way. You know what I'm saying? So he's right there for them. So I dig it. I dig it, Vinny. I dig it, buddy. Nah, I ain't doxing you, nigga. You told right in the chat. You told him you from 183rd, nigga. But you gotta let them know, not 183rd. You gotta say that. You gotta stop confusing the people. You're not from 183rd and Creston, Davison. You're not from that. You're not from that 183rd. You gotta let them know that 183rd you from. You from the other side on 183rd. You're not from Creston 183rd, Andrews 183rd, Davison 183rd. You from over there. You by like Tremont and all that over there. You over there with it. So you got to be specific when you say you from 183rd. You know that. Trina was popping. Salute to Trina, man. Make sure y'all go, you know. Hey, Trina, if you want, drop your link and everything in the chat and all that if you want. Word up. That's a fact. What's good? What's good with you, man? How that B-Day was, Trina? Yeah, happy belated B-Day. You know what I mean? She pops out. You know what I mean? She showed the squad love. You did. That's the link right there. You go check Trina out. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for her to throw me in an algorithm over there where she at. You know what I'm saying? We got to, and you know, got to make some noise over there a little bit. Word. Hey, yo, Vinny. A whole vibe. I know. Shit, I could imagine. And I know you churned up. I know you churned up in the Summer Jam. I heard everybody churned up. I heard everybody churned up over there at the Summer Jam joint. That's a fact. Hey, yo. You got me today? All right. That's a fact. 2:30 a.m. Yeah. I'm surprised they really, you know, we really be out there later. You know, we do the parking lot pimping. We go back after the show. We change up and all that because it usually rain. You know, every Summer Jam I participated in, it just usually rain. People like we go out there with 2, 3. No lie. We go out there. My squad. We go out there with like 2. Change your clothes. Facts. Change your clothes. You get caught in the rain. You got to go back. Boom. We go in the bathroom. Change our joint up. Boom. We bring and we learn bring a rag. You know, wipe off. You know, throw some new garment on, and you know you go out there for the second half. You know what I mean? But we used to have fun out there though. Hey yo, Vinny. I'm Vinny. You have to say 183rd East 183rd. You gotta say East 183rd. Oh yeah? Wax dog salute. It looked like it was a good show though. Now I must say, it looked like I was supposed to pull up. But then, you know, when they say the people that was there, I'm like, no. They due for a banger though. Summer Jam is due for a banger. They gotta get it together. They due for a banger. They gotta get it together. You know, we used to Summer Jams where the people still be talking about it right now. Yo, Summer Jam was lit. you don't see none of that. There ain't too many people reposted. None of that. There ain't nobody, you know what I mean? So it was like, one of those. You know what I mean? But for the most part, there's a lot of people, who really never experienced it. So it might have been dope for them. You know what I mean? But for the most part, though. At MetLife in August? Okay. Yeah, I might gotta what's the name that? Might gotta check that one out. Definitely gotta check that out. Word. But yeah, people, man, you know, we got, you know, oh yeah, that's for sure. You already, that's for sure. Chris Brown, Chris Breezy, oh, he bringing them out. Nobody better not had nothing booked for that day because he gonna mess your whole show up if you do. Word up, he'll mess that whole show up if you do, man. That's a whole fact. But yeah, man, I'm surprised I ain't see you on a Jamaica trip. Trina, I'm surprised I ain't see you on a Jamaican trip. I thought I'd have probably seen you in Jamaica with sis and all that. Yeah, but people, yeah, yeah, I'm surprised. I thought you would have been there. So see the thumbnail. It's a lot of trades that been going on in the NBA. Some that make you scratch your head. Some that make you be like, oh, like, yeah, it's gonna be one. That's a fact. We trying to get something together now for the block joint. So let's see how that go. Yeah, we trying to get together for we usually have our Macoons Day, and I want to say September. So we trying to figure that out. Appreciate that, Trini. Good looking. Word, good looking. Appreciate that. Yeah. So we want to try to get that Papino. Hopefully that'll go off. That'll be a nice big joint. Everybody come pop out, show up. Emotional one and a great one at the same time. So that'll be dope if everybody pop out to that. You know what I'm saying? And we just, do what we do. You know what I mean? But these NBA trades, people, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. So where we at right now? 14 minutes in. Y'all already know what it is. I appreciate y'all for pulling up with your boy 050BUCKS, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back, aka Mr. 10453, aka Mr. Ashley, aka I'm always there, you never there, aka Mr. AKA. You dig? So y'all already know at this time, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get to my little intro. You understand me? I gotta get to the intro, people. Why not? You know what I mean? So, we gonna do that. Then we gonna begin our show. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna begin our show in that order. Word up, in that order. You dig? So, what I'm gonna do first, we gonna make that happen. Yeah, we gonna make that happen. Dark side lurking, with fake ones vanish. Shoot right back. Yeah, my aim the tightest. If you chat reckless, get cacked in the chat. Perfect words, get flash, never imp. We don't switch script. Dark side biz. With a offs get clipped. Boom. China brim, all legend, platinum shine. Y'all part the team. Gang, gang, gang. Man, that a game. I just spin the block, my content. Live them tight, feeling lame. Hip hop news, more like hip hop L's. I just started one, now we singing bells. All smooth, funny, but they still stuck. 050BUCKS, Mr. Shoot Right Back. Us never, never. Miss me with the talk. I don't suggestion. Dark side biz, never say. But we bring it on. Dark side season, where the snakes get peeled. Loyalty to code, but the get exposed. I'm the truth and fact. Cross that line, but we bring it on.
oranges. They be talking tough, but they moving fair. I just pop a top, let the truth appear. Man, that shit a joke. I just flip the scene, leave them in a choke. Dark side, dark side. Us never them, us never them, us never them. 050 bucks, Mr. Shoot right back. Dark side general, where the lanes get packed. All my supporters, y'all realest ones, realest ones. Without y'all, this ain't fun. Silence. Loud. Silence. Silence. Us never them. Us never them. Them. 050 bucks. Mr. Shoot right back. Dark side general. Where the lanes get packed. All my supporters, you're the realest ones. Without y'all, this ain't fun. Silence. Silence. Us never them. 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 Us never them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Damn, what somebody said? Will you wear your shoes on the wrong feet and show the camera? Yeah, I wear my shoes on the wrong feet. That's a fact. How much you willing to pay me to wear my shoes on the wrong foot? I put my shoes on the wrong foot. How much you gonna pay me? Send a cash app. Do that. Yeah, do that. I ain't got a problem with doing that. I ain't got a problem. That's a whole fact, Jack. I ain't got a problem with doing that. All right, so we gonna definitely let's break this down real quick. You understand me? Let's break this down real quick. You know, then I guess we could get to, for the people like myself, the Knicks fans. I see we looking like we about to sign Mike Brown, which is okay. We already have a foundation set in New York, so all he got to do is come in and coach. You know what I mean? He already got it. It's like a Mark Jackson in a Steve Kerr joint. Mark already done set the foundation. Tibbs set the foundation already. So whoever coming in and coach that squad, all they got to do is do the Phil Jackson. Sit back and relax. Word up. Sit back and relax. Now, I'm going to tell you one trade that I didn't see coming. I didn't see it coming, which is the Miles Turner joint. Word, the Miles Turner, I didn't see that coming, people. I didn't see the Miles Turner trade coming at all. I didn't see that trade coming. That was the trade that caught me off guard. The Miles Turner. The Miles Turner trade, threw me. The Bucks waving Dame, it didn't really throw me, but the Miles Turner trade threw me. That was what? I mean, why would he leave Indiana and they just made it to the finals? Or why would Indiana want to bring him back immediately? That was wild. That was crazy. That was crazy for me. That trade was crazy. I did not understand why Indiana Then you traded him in the East? That was disrespectful. Well, my bad, it wasn't a trade. He signed with Milwaukee. He signed with Milwaukee. So pretty much what happened, I guess, in the end, they didn't want to pay him. So he left. So I'm saying to myself, why would you trade him in Milwaukee? Y'all got to play each other. Shit, it might be a decision being made whether who make the playoffs out of that game right there. Monique salute. So Monique just said the Knicks just signed Mike Brown. Yeah, I agree with you, but wouldn't you think that being as though that Hollenberg might not come back, you would try to keep that core together? That's what I would have thought. Let them run it back. Especially not sending them to Milwaukee. Milwaukee? I don't know. That might make that a vintage series right there, because he probably got a point to prove. You know what I mean? But so we now hear Mike Brown's is about to coach the New York Knicks, which I would have went got Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, somebody, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like I said, the coach really ain't gonna be. I think so too, Derek. I think they're about to let. I think. I'm gonna be real. I think Gaines. I think the freak. He's gonna push his way out of there. I mean, look what they did. What did they do to keep him? They didn't entice him. They got rid of the second best, power player to bring in a Miles Turner. They'd have been better off making that trade with the Knicks when Karl Anthony Towns was involved. Now Karl Anthony Towns not involved now, which I think is a dope strategy. Keep that three core together. OG for sure, Jalen and Cat. You build around them three. We put a package together, and let's see if Milwaukee take it. Yeah, okay. Who your team? Sicker than your average. I know you're not a Knicks fan. Smarter than your average. Who your team? Let's talk about your team right now. Who your team? Your team probably didn't even make it to the playoffs. Smarter than your average team probably didn't even make the playoffs. The Knicks ain't your team. Stop it. Yo, I agree with you that we should have. And I was one to say that it wouldn't have happened. I said, nah, they ain't gonna fire Tibbs. They just got Cat. That's his first year together. That's the only reason why I said, damn, they kind of jerked Tibbs with not giving them that other year, at least to let that squad get ahead and do it again, where Mitch get a full season, hopefully, as a starter. You know what I mean? Because now we got flexibility coming up from the center position. So hold on, let me get involved. Before I get into the frenzy. We get our talk on. Let me see what's going on in the chat. I mean, that's that's how you feel. I ain't mad or smarter than your average. That's how you feel. I mean, we know he ain't trash. We know that you ain't gonna be trash making it to the Eastern Finals. Trash. Come on, you got what's the name, man? You know what I mean? You gotta come a little more human than that. The Knicks trash. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Gotta do better. Now, my man with the dollar on the fishing rod, you put that thing back on. You gotta do better. He just here to talk, Derek. He just here to run his mouth. You know what I mean? That's all. Nah, you can't be it for real. You ain't gonna be trash making the Eastern Conference Finals. You took out Boston. Before injury, Boston was done. You can't be trash doing that. How? How can you be trash doing that? The only team that was in front of us, let's just get to that. Smarter than your average. The only team that was in front of the Knicks, one of them remained, and they won the chip. That's it. OKC, Boston, and the Knicks. Out of them three, they won a chip. How that's trash? You know what I mean? I mean, come on now, you can't just be speaking. Got to make sense. Delvin, salute. Yeah, we all upset, but not the slander. Now you slandering the organization. You know what I mean? And they did that with Karl Anthony Towns' first year. They did that in Karl Anthony Towns' first year. Yeah, Mike Brown the coach. That's cool. You know what I mean? I'm all right with that decision. That's a fact. I'm all right with that. That's a good decision. He's a good coach. You know, he's a good coach. So, you know, we should see more of the bench maybe this year. He ain't got to do much. You know what I mean? Tibbs ain't really do a bad job. He did a great job. You know, now it's time for, you know what, someone else to come in, let them lead, let them play the bench more. Cause we just, what? Yo, smarter than your average. Do you see what we just did? We just loaded up. I'm just being honest. And my man might get big voice. We just loaded up. That's a fact. There's no, listen. It is no way that you can ignore what the Knicks doing right now. That's a fact, Delvin. There's no way you can't ignore what we doing right now. We got a bona fide center, Eve James salute. Yeah, I mean, I think, let's just sidebar a little bit with the Diddy thing. You know what I mean? By any means, people, for me, he fouled out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I even if he beat everything, I'm not jacking. I would no longer be a Diddy fan. I don't want none of that. Like, I'm off him. Facts, I'm off him. You know what I mean? I got a daughter I'm raising, so I can't be okay with what I saw. Forget everything else. But what I saw, I don't want my daughter thinking that's okay. Period. So, me personally, he's still gonna get time. He ain't beat nothing. He's still going to jail. Do I wish it on him? Nah, I don't wish jail on nobody. But hey, listen. He did the crime, he gotta do the time. I'm not happy. Ain't no free Diddy for me. You know what I mean? Like, you just put that's a whole nother topic though. Yeah, no Rico. You know what I mean? Even in that case, man, he went out bad, man. Diddy went out bad, man. Yeah, but he didn't even get convicted of the firearms though, Derek. I ain't even hear nothing about the firearms that they caught in the house. All they charged him with was pretty much prostitution. Yeah, stuff like that, Eve. You know what I mean? Like things like, karma, man. You know what I mean? I let karma play out. Word, let karma play out, man. You know what I mean? Because besides what they arrested him for, he did a lot more damage to people than just what they arrested him for. You know what I mean? They need to trade Brunson. Yo, average, smarter than your average. Now with that one, I agree with you. That's a fact. I would do that. Facts. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would do that. I'm comfortable to say Deuce McBride could run the floor and do the same job Brunson could do with less dribbles. I agree with you on that, yo. Only because of that. And a lot of that, I'm even gonna say 70% of that loss was Jalen Brunson, man. He took a lot of the guys out the game by dribbling. This look, right? When we sat Jalen Brunson in the fourth quarter, we was up like 13 or 11. We brought Jalen Brunson back in the game. We lost the lead. And that game one, we lost game one. Too much dribbling. Same thing in the series. He like we supposed to win solely through Karl Anthony Towns. Nobody on Indiana could stop Karl Anthony Towns. He showed it. How you ignore that? You got a big man that a team can't stop. You know what you could do already. Now he should have been smart enough to play off the ball and get his. He ain't do that, man. Word up, he ain't do that, yo. He ain't do that. So I agree. I would have pushed the button. Hey, yo, listen. Deuce McBride, it's your show right now. I might with letting Deuce McBride start, man. His stats is better as a starter. Facts. His stats is better as a starter. So when you look at that series, so you seen, man. He got to get that ball up. And I'm hoping a Mike Brown to tell him that. You know what I mean? I'm hoping a Mike Brown to tell him that. Yo, listen, the only way we going to be able to win a championship, you got to be willing to give that ball up earlier. Now, I'm not saying don't get it back. But at least let the squad, you know, get ahead and feel that leather and let them get involved. Yeah, facts, man. You know what I mean? That's one thing that we gonna get a lot of is making it to the situation and not walking away with the situation because of Jalen Brunson. If Jalen Brunson get that ball up, yo, ain't nobody rocking with us, man. Facts. Ain't nobody rocking with us. Nah. I don't see it. I don't see it. Then you start Mitch early. What? Mitch and Karl Anthony Towns get a little chemistry. Because Karl Anthony Towns going to pass that ball. It's going to be problems. Mind you, y'all, you know, a lot of people be overdoing it. This was Karl Anthony Towns' first year with the Knicks. He did in 1 year with the Knicks what he couldn't do with the Timberwolves. Just being honest. Just being honest. He came to the Knicks 1 year, man, went to the Eastern Conference Finals. We couldn't have did that without Cat. Radaman salute. Yeah, the NBA gonna be crazy this year. It's a young man league. Kevin Durant, he in the way. That didn't make Houston better. Me, I think that made Houston worse. I'm just being honest. We can't worry about what happened half of the season. Yeah, what you gonna do the end of the season? 30 is old in the league right now. To be 30 in the league right now, you old. All right, He still. I didn't say he still didn't have it. What I'm saying is the age. Houston went old. They got older with Kevin Durant. I'm sure 75% of the offense is going through him. His body ain't built for that. He's 30. Plus, you traded youth, Green. What's my man name? The other dude, Brooks. You traded youth. That all you had to do was build on that. So I don't think Houston got better. I think they got worse. Because now they're gonna rely on an old head. Because Durant is an old head in the locker room right now. Everybody in that Houston locker room is under 25. Yo, hey, yo, smarter than your average. I agree with you. Me and him would have been at a fallout. I'm nice. Nigga, you ain't gonna come down and dribble the ball 15. You got 15 on the shot clock. You dribbling the ball 13 seconds out of that shot clock. Then you want to get a ball up with 3 seconds left. Nah, we would have had a fallout. Yeah, but they got rid of him. You see how they got rid of him, Derek? I wouldn't have got rid of no Jalen Green. He wouldn't have been a part of that package. Not no Jalen Green. That was bad. To me, that was the worst trade of the season. Houston and Phoenix. The worst. Top shot salute. I'm alright with that, top out. Hopefully they can say the same about you. And you 20? Top shot, you 20-something years old, looking 80. Nah, you think they was trash? Nah, Houston offense wasn't trash, man. Brooks, yo, I wouldn't like to play against him. But for him to be on the same squad as me, let's get it. Well, you got to look at just the point I'm making. Houston had a lot of like Brooks was an old head in Houston, and he ain't even 25 yet. So you'd have gave that unit another year. Van Vliet, he's an old head. You would have gave him another year with the other dude in the middle. Now, they got a good squad. I'm not saying they don't have a good squad. I'm just saying they got older, so that pushed them. Yo, you in the West, right? Let's say this. Let's say this, people. Do they got a better team than Dallas? That's one, right? You got Dallas. Let's not talk about OKC. You got Dallas, Minnesota, San Antonio may be a problem, the Clippers, the Lakers. Like, did Houston get better than any one of them teams? That's what I'd like to know. Did Houston get better than any one of them teams? And that's the biggest problem, Derek, the health. Yeah, that's the biggest problem, the health, man. You know? It's that health. You know, NBA is a young man league now, man. These guys coming out 19, 17, 18, 20. you know, as a team owner, you know, same thing like with LeBron. They got a nice bench. They had one last year, and they ain't go nowhere. Kaminga still in Golden State, or they traded him? Hey, yo, Radamez, they traded Kaminga? Well, if you really ask me, he wasn't the number 1 option. That's why I really had a problem with. I think he should have been. I think Jalen Green should have been the number 1 option. He was the most athletic guy on the team. Why not? Yeah, well, I don't think they're gonna trade Kaminga now. Radamez. I don't think they're gonna trade Kaminga now. They ain't gonna trade him now. They'd be stupid to trade him. Milwaukee gutted their offense out. Only one left is there offensively. Bobby Portis. Yeah, they ain't. They even downgraded unless they make a big splash sooner than later. But Milwaukee, wow, yo. And I don't think Miles Turner is it. I don't think he was an upgrade from Brook Lopez. I think somewhat Brook Lopez is a better fit in Milwaukee. A better fit. Not a better player, but a better fit in Milwaukee than Miles Turner. You know what I mean? Miles Turner, I don't know, man. I know he ain't a good fit with Milwaukee. He ain't a good fit with Milwaukee. Yeah, he ain't a good fit with Milwaukee. And then they brought back, I forgot the guy they brought back. They brought this guy back. But cutting, City Bama salute, cutting Dame like that. That was bad. That was bad. I don't know if Giannis knew. I don't know if Giannis knew about that one. And then you bring back a Turner. They would have been better off making a trade with New York when we was giving up Cat. They would have rather did that trade. New York, I don't think we putting Cat in the trade no more. You know what I mean? We ain't throwing Cat in the trade no more. You know what I mean? So we trade for Giannis. Now I think Dame gonna go back out west. I'm hearing Miami, but his ties out west is still strong. So I think he want to go back out west. You know what I mean? I'm hearing Miami, but back to the Milwaukee, right? So right now, Milwaukee deal for the Knicks. We're willing to give up Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride, They lingering Mitchell Robinson, but they just signed Miles Turner. So I don't know if Mitch will go over there and be a backup. I don't know. But that may be the best thing on the table for him right now. You know, they had Cat on the table with him, but they ain't take it. Yeah, Radimus. You know what I mean? So I said, I'll do that. I just ain't want to lose Cat. You throw Cat, Giannis, Jalen Brunson. Let's just think defensively what Giannis and OG do. Whoa. Then we got that backup center. We just signed Clarkson. We got Deuce coming off the bench. I'll go get what's my man name? From last year. Shumpert or something like that. I go get him back. I bring him back. And let's get it. Mike Brown, hopefully he play with a deeper bench and he let the guys play. Come on, man. More rest for the starters. Wow. Come on, man. Yeah, Shepard. Yeah, I bring him back. I go get him. Out of anybody, I go get him. I bring him back. I might be losing Precious right now. I might be losing Precious Okoro right now. I might be losing him right now. That guy we got from Philly, yeah. 22 row and salute. Nah, Milwaukee don't need they won't need Cat no more. They just signed Miles Turner. They ain't gonna need Cat. What you think? Miles gonna be a backup center? Yo, Radamez, we team ready right now. Like it's all about how Mike Brown gonna play them. That's it. Everything is there for him. Like I said, the Golden State joint. That's like a Mark Jackson situation. I mean, the Nets is the Nets. The Nets is the Nets. Yeah, man. It was, man. Word, it was, yo. And it's sad that every time I hear somebody talk about, oh, we didn't have a bench. How will we know we didn't have a bench if Tibbs ain't playing? How will we know that? Listen, that's one thing. It's this one guy, man. Oh, man, I don't even know how he's still around, man. He gives out so much fake news, yo. It's pathetic, man. Yeah, you know what I mean, Radamez? Like, you can't know what you got if you don't play these guys. Then when you do play them, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they on the bench. What? Yeah, Derek, Cat, Giannis, facts. Yo, telling you, man. Yo, even when we don't make a trade, we a monster. If we don't make a trade right now, we still be monsters. We still be in beast mode. That's a fact. DC. Yeah, you know what I mean, DC? Salute. You can't. So everybody, oh yeah, New York ain't have a bench. How we know they ain't have a bench if Tibbs ain't played them? We had some guys like, I want to play Kolek more. Kolek need to get more run. Kolek need to get more run because he's a pass-first guard. It throws the offense off. When you got somebody that is a score first, then you got somebody coming off the bench, pass first. Kolek run that second unit. Throw Deuce at the 2. Throw Clarkson at the small. You got the guy we got from Philly. Throw him at the 4 or the small. Josh Hart, let him throw. You know what I mean? Like, we got options if we play the bench. It's a dope bench. Gotta play him. There's no way Kolek shouldn't have got his feet dirty this season. It's no way. It ain't like we didn't sit Brunson. We sat Brunson. So now we're going to see what Mike Brown do. Because he got a dope situation over there. Let's see. Now I think they go, hey yo, Derek, I think they gonna cut PJ. I think they gonna let PJ go. They signed Hodier, the dude Hodier or something like that, the big guy who hurt himself last year. I think they re-signed him, so I don't know. I bring PJ Tucker back, or I keep PJ Tucker. It's no way you kept PJ Tucker on the bench in that Indiana series. Let's say this. Even if you would have put him in with the second unit with Josh Hart, right? He gives you more because he can shoot the three. Josh Hart is a great shooter too, man. It's just that wasn't his role to do on the Knicks. For some reason, it turned out to be. But that's not his role. Keep him in his role. Because what happens is, guys like Mikal, who needed that role Josh Hart had, like Mikal need that role. Get your shots up. You know. But Jalen got to give the ball up. Yeah, you know what I mean, Derek? I would I don't know what, see, but that's Tibbs being stubborn and going with he know. So like I say, going with he know. Facts. Going with he know. But PJ should have got some burn. Out of anybody on that bench, PJ should at least play 10 minutes. At least. 5 first half, 5 second half. At least. At least. Word. At least. But, you know, salute to Tibbs, man. To Tibbs to this thing. Yo, Radamez, that guy right there. I like that guy game, Radamez. Yo, that guy, I like his game. Word, I like shoot the three. He fit what Knicks is, man. He fit Knick basketball. Facts. Nah, why would he want out? We brought him back to sit on the bench. We gave him free money. We brought him back to sit on the bench. Yeah, we brought him back to sit on the bench, Rowan. Well, I mean, you know, you can't get no better than that. Word, we brought him back to sit on the bench. I would have definitely played him, though, man. That's why 5 minutes a half, he give us good production, man. 5 minutes, man. 5 minutes a half, he give us good production. I think Precious would have gave us good minutes. You got to play them, though. You got to play these guys, man. You know, these ain't guys, man, nowadays that's going to, you know, stay locked and loaded, man. You know, you just got, it is what it is, man. Nowadays, you know, these guys, now it's a younger league. You know, they not going to stay locked and loaded, man, like you would think you would get from a veteran. You know what I mean? A veteran is stay locked and loaded. You know, but when you get these young guys coming out of this league now, they want to play. These young guys want to play. The Lakers, I don't know, man. You know, speaking of the Lakers, I think LeBron being selfish. You know, I heard somebody say, like, you're already a billionaire, man. Like, why, you know, why take money from other guys that, you know, that could progress in that Lakers system, but the Lakers ain't got the money. They're about to sign Dion Aiken from Portland. That ain't no big move. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. You know, they got to start giving that money out, though, man. You know, Luka, you know, he could deserve a big contract. LeBron just signed the extension for 50-something mil. Well, I ain't gonna say he signed the extension. He opted in for 56-something $million joint. They got Dion Aiken. That ain't gonna make no noise. So LA ain't do too much besides that. They lost Finley. You know, they lost a key player. So I don't know, man. You know, that's selfish of LeBron, you ask me. Yeah, if you ask me, that's selfish. You know what I mean? That's selfish. Well, now, he ain't the face of the league no more, Derek. He definitely ain't that no more, please. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? Head, like, you in the way. Allow the Lakers to work, man. Allow them to put together a team that's going to help you win. You know, LeBron got to stop being the forefront. He got to know how to fall back like he off balance. You know, sometimes, you know, you got to, like I said, LeBron might be one of the oldest dudes in the league right now. It's time. You got your son. You know what I mean? Let your son grow. Let your son experience that rookie experience coming in the league. You know what I mean? Let him experience being nice if he gonna be nice. Let him experience being trash if he gonna be trash. But let him experience something without, you know, having to worry about, you know, his pops, man. Let him create his own lane. Y'all might not even make the playoffs this year. Oh, head. I'm gonna be real. Look at that West. The top 3 teams I can name, I don't see LA. I don't see LA getting by them this year. I don't see LA getting by Denver. I don't see LA getting by OKC, Minnesota. Then now you got Houston, got KD over there. And I ain't even speak about the San Antonio Spurs, the Phoenix. So I don't know, man. LA got to do better. The Lakers got to do better. They didn't change. You know, only thing, you know, LeBron opted in with that money instead of opting out, signing a new deal where he can make it possible for them to go sign somebody that can help him win a chip. Nobody wants to go play in LA, I guess. Yeah, that's what I said, Radamez. I ain't even named them 3. You know, I ain't even named them 3. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Even with Luka, you know, Luka's getting jerked because he's not getting the team that he feel comfortable with playing. That team is like something that, you know, that's surrounding LeBron. They got to get a team that's going to surround Luka. If they don't get that, I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, he old head. You know what I mean? It's time for him to, you know. Now, Bill in Phoenix, Radamez. Bradley Bill in Phoenix. That might be, now I ain't going to lie, Phoenix might be better off with that 2-headed monster. That's a fact. Phoenix may be better off with that 2-headed monster. I'm thinking about it right now. Bradley Bill, and you throw what's name at the guard position. But Bradley Bill, old boy, I don't know. Phoenix might have took a hit. Only way I want to know is just how Bradley Bill gonna look this year. If Bradley Bill come out bowling, him and what old boy name is over there, Booker. Him and Booker, that'd be a dope 1-2 punch. If him and Booker come to play this year, they still got a squad. Facts. If him and Booker come over there and get busy this year, Phoenix still got a squad. Craigo, salute. Yeah, Devin Booker and Bradley Bill, that 1-2 punch. That 1-2 punch could be that could be dope. That could be dope. That 1-2 punch could be dope. I ain't gonna lie. That's a nice 1-2 punch to have. And they both could play off guard. Yeah, that's dope. So really that's what you need. Cause right now the league is not really a big man league. It really ain't. It's not a big man league. You know what I mean? And I'm tired of the Knicks talking about getting Richardson. Keep him over there in Phoenix, man. Word, keep him over there in Phoenix, man. That dude Richardson, the Knicks talking about they want to trade for. Nah, keep him in Phoenix. Yeah, Houston got KD. Overhead. Yo, man, you rocking out with your boy 050Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back, man. Make sure when y'all come in the building, hit the like button, share the live, and go subscribe to the channel. My analytics is saying that the like button is not being hit enough, and that them subscribers is like, we gotta get that up, man. You know what I mean? Gotta get that up. You know, we ain't shooting over here. We we talking grown man sports. You know what I mean? Dope. Even with the 11 in the building, dope. You know what I mean? So, it's great dialogue. Great content for those who are into sports. You know what I mean? We here, we getting our, sport talk on. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the trades, what's going on, how the NBA is gonna look, who gonna make who better. And I mean, why not? We get up here, you talking, blah, 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 blah. We get 50 in the building. Let's do that for, we do that 6 o'clock. We gonna go wild. We gonna go crazy 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you know what I mean? Let's get a good thing. 'Cause I got my own sports show, people. UNT Sports, Hip Hop, and Fashion. If you haven't, go over there and subscribe to the channel. You did what I mean? But I wanna, how would I say? I want a for sure audience. So when I go live over there, you know what I mean? We ain't gotta reach back for this audience over here. We can get and start our own situation over there and hit. You know what I mean? I don't want to bring certain situations. Say if I bump into a dope situation over there, and I don't want to bring the madness. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do. But if you haven't, go over to the UNT Sports, Hip Hop, and Fashion. That's my sport page over there. Swear we gonna be talking all sports, whatever goes down in hip hop and fashion. You know what I mean? So we trying to get that. We trying to get that to 500 subs so we can get monetized over there and we can start going in over there. You know what I mean? And if anybody looking to be a co-host and they know they sports, feel free. I'm looking for a co-host for my UNC Sports, Hip Hop, and Fashion page. So feel free, and we make it happen. You know what I mean? I'm almost there. I'm at like 100 and something subs over there. So all I need is 500. You know what I mean? So I can start going over there and doing a lot more things over there. And then over here, I do a lot of uploads. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a lot of uploads. So you know what I mean? So that's the plan. People like when I come over here, I like to have fun. Don't get it wrong. Like to wow them up. You know what I mean? Don't get it wrong. You know what I mean? But I want something that I could take with me somewhere else if I want my business to grow. Because this is a business. Us Never Them LLC. That's my business, people. You know what I mean? I don't want to be just one dimensional. You know what I mean? So I want to get together a nice supporting cast. I got merch. You know what I mean? I got that going on. You know what I mean? I want to get the sports show going on. You know what I mean? We got this already situated, so I like this to grow a little more, to get out there. Nobody don't got to put the work in, people. It's already there. The foundation is already set. Now I'm looking for people to share the wealth with. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, the more, I gotta do my job, and the more I do my job, hopefully the more I get people to understand the vision. And let's get money. Word, let's get money. We gonna get money. That's a fact. I'm about that money on people. I don't like doing nothing for free. But other than that, let me see. Damn, it was just something else I was gonna talk about. What y'all think about the Milwaukee letting Dame Lillard go? What was that about? What was that Dame Lillard situation about, people? That's what I want to know. Hey, yo, Derek, Munyon is that money. That's that Munyon. That Munyon is that money, baby. That's that money. You gotta get that Munyon. We trying to get the Munyon. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get that Munyon, people. I ain't here to, I ain't got a lot to kick it. You know, my purpose is to get to that Munyon. That's a whole fact. Get to that Munyon. Everything else is irrelevant. You know what I mean? And we not selling our soul by any means necessary. We not doing that. We gonna get to the Munyon respectfully. Word up. Yeah, hey yo, old head. That was, that's what that was my first. That was the first me, Wax AP, and Top Op. That's why I made the sport page. That was Wax AP. Yo, folks, keep the sports page. So I did it, and it never went down. You know what I mean? But that's the reason why it was supposed to be us three: me, Top Op, and Wax AP. Top Op no good. He into the college world. I ain't into that. So I'm still looking for some co-hosts. You know, Rose Gold. Rose Gold was supposed to. That's the only one that I ain't really. You know what I mean? I ain't really go. With it full throttle. But Rose Gold. If he's still willing. To rock out. You know what I'm saying? We can rock out with that joint, with that page. You know what I mean? And talk guys. I just don't want to confuse my audience when we over there on the sport page. You know what I mean? That's just it. I don't want to confuse them. I don't want dudes pulling up. Yeah, yo, we have fun over here. On this page, it's going to be entertainment. That's what this page is for. Entertainment, educational purposes only. That other page, sports, entertainment, and educational purposes only. And we gonna do that. Over here, we get entertained, talk out, you know what I mean, and get wild with it. But over there, I want an audience that's gonna pull up, that can say, yo, go to UNT Network. He always dropping it. I want people that's gonna tune in just for sports. Hip, yo, what's the latest? Yo, what's coming out? I could do that too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm taking this avenue right here. So once it gets situated the way I want it, then I can start, you'll see nothing but me pushing that UNT, hip hop, sports, fashion. I just be pushing that. UNT, sports, hip hop, and fashion. So you're going to see UNT, hip hop, sports, and fashion. I'm going to push that. I might change the name. I might. But if not, that's what we pushing. You know what I mean? I want to solely push that. I don't want to know what's going on in the dirty sector or the dark side. You know what I'm saying? So, and we get ahead and win. That's the plan right there, people. So, if anybody that can inhale that plan, and be serious, doors are open, man. Doors are open. The doors are open. Word up. I should have went live on that joint today. That's what I should have did. I was doing it for a minute, man. Then I just, I'm a firm believer, man. You can't move on to one project if the other one ain't complete. So, this project here, it ain't complete for me. So, I gotta start doing better with this as well. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about cutting my lives down to maybe a half an hour. I'm thinking about that. I think maybe an hour and over. I think that's a little too much. You know what I mean? The retention is going down. So I get people to come in the building. I may start off with 15, 16, first, second, 2, 3 seconds. And then the longer the video go, the more people leave out. You know what I mean? So my job is to keep the people in the building. So if I cut it down to about 30 minutes, the people that came in the building is enough time for them to stay in the building. And then when they ready to leave, my life could be over. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. It ain't about the views really. Until you get 200, 300,000 views a show, then I worry about that. But for now, it's my retention, it's my engagements, and my likes. That's the most three important things. You know what I mean? So, I gotta, got some work in progress, man. So it's a lot of things that I want to try to do different. Like I still haven't learned how to do the uploads. I may know how to do it the way I do it, but it's not the correct way. You know what I mean? So I want to do that. You know what I mean? I want to start doing shows. Do my little uploads, and go ahead and the pre-upload rather, and then just upload them up. But it'd just be less lives. But I like to go live a lot, so you know what I mean. I'm gonna throw that in the schedule as well. So when I don't go live, I can always put something out there. You know what I mean? Always put something out there. Yeah, that's a fact. Oh, Ed, it's gonna come together, man. Oh, Ed, you pulled up in my sport joint. You remember when I was going hard? I went hard for about 5 days. I went hard for. I was streaming live on both of them too. See, that's another thing what I could do too. When I want to talk sports, you know what I mean. I should have been streaming my UNC joint as well. You know what I mean. I could have done that right now today. Went on my joint and just streamed live on both channels. Word. But yeah, but for the most part, I'm not complaining, man. You know what I mean? I love the space that I'm in. You know what I mean? I'm where a lot of people still trying to go. I'm fully monetized. Commercials. The super chat button, it do work. That helps too. Become a member. You know what I mean? That helps. You know what I mean? A lot of little things, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm never going to jerk y'all out of content. I'm going to give y'all top-notch content, man. You dig? And we going to have some fun. It's not always going to be serious. We going to have some fun with it. I'm not biased. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not taking nothing nowhere it don't need to be. Oh, I'm going to pull up on you. You ain't going to get none of that from Bucks unless, y'all see me not logging on no more. Then you know it's a problem. But other than that, that's why I'm at with it. You know what I mean? Artie in the building, salute. Salute to my guys at Artie. Make sure y'all go like and share, man, the Artist L. Morrison, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Word up. Salute to that. But, you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing, though, people, man. You know what I mean? It ain't like I'm telling somebody to come be a part of something that ain't situated. My situated. I'm monetized. Super chat work. Cash app work. My AdSense commercials, they work. I'm working. You know what I mean? I'm working. I'm staying away from the BS, but I know how to go back to the BS. You know what I mean? So we have fun. And that's how I want to build my, I want to build my platform for that. I want to build my platform with, every time you turn around, it's gossip central. I don't want to build my platform on that. You know what I mean? Everybody know where I'm from. I'm from the dark side / dirty sector. That's cool. Word, that's cool. But right now, they put me where I need to be. The dark side dirty sector put me in a position now where I got to take that next step. And taking that next step is not entertaining, the goof troop on YouTube. Now, I'm tired of hearing people 100,000 subs, ain't got no plaques to show for it. I see Fat Joe and Jada, they got their plaque for 100,000. You see stuff like that, that makes me want to grind harder. You know what I mean? Like, damn, they came in the game. I know they where they at, but it's not hard. That's the point I'm making. It's not hard to do. You know what I mean? Boom, they got that plaque, 100,000. 100,000 wow. I need that. That's my accomplishment. I need that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a goal of mine. I want that. You know what I mean? And if I have another situation, I want that to follow. Yeah, I don't want that story. Yeah, yo, I had a page. Shit had 1 billion subscribers. I don't got it. They took it. Now I got another page. I can't even get it monetized. Like, I don't want that. I don't want my YouTube career to end up like that. If I see my YouTube career going down that avenue, I'm off this. Facts. You know what I mean? The weather start breaking a little more. Y'all already know what I do with the youngins. We go out to the park and we go do what we do. You know what I mean? UNT Network. Support is free, people. I'm providing all the work. You know? So, well, other than that, everything is great, man. I love it, man. I wouldn't ask for nothing else. You know what I mean? Like everybody know, and I always say, you know what I mean, it wasn't for my guys, 050 The Movement, China Brim, Harlem Legend, Platinum Shine, you know, and the rest of the guys, I wouldn't have had this opportunity. No, this is not nothing that I woke up and said, yo, I'm gonna become a YouTuber. I didn't come in the game that way. I didn't. I came in the game where I was a supporter. I rocked out, waited my turn. I got the shot. My guys was behind me with it. And they said, yo, Bucks, go ahead and do what you do. And look, voila. Look at 050 The Movement. We only got about 3 guys that made it out that stayed with the situation. I'm okay to be one of them guys. You know what I mean? And that wouldn't have happened with them. You gotta think about it. I could have came on. Nobody would have known me. It would have took me a year to get monetized. Maybe 2 years to get monetized. It took me 6 months. Why would I complain? You know what I mean? Why would I complain, people? You know what I mean? Now, it's time to do what it do. Got to make it happen by any means. And I'm going to make it happen by any means. Old head been around. Old head no. Old head been around. Old head no. Old head been around. Artie been around. No, I mean, these guys know, man. Yo, Artie, 6 o'clock, man. Pull up. We gotta have some fun. 6 o'clock, man. Pull up. We gotta have some fun, Artie. Word up. 6 o'clock, pull up, man. We definitely gotta have some fun with it. Word up. Go StreamYard. You know, 6 or 7. But yeah, yo, y'all ain't never answered the question, man. What y'all think about yeah, 6 o'clock, Artie. We gonna get to have some fun at 6. Yeah, I've set it for 6. What y'all think about Milwaukee, man, doing Dame Little like that, man? Dame time. What y'all think about that? Milwaukee just waving him. What y'all think about that? I think that was it. I think it was a bold move. I think it was a bold move. I think it was. Just thinking about how they trying to keep Giannis over there. You trade Dame time? Yeah, you right about that, Owen. You right about that. They showed that right there. They not loyal at all. They not loyal at all. No, we can't say that. They've been loyal to Giannis. You know what I mean? I think he wanted to leave too, Derek, but not in this way. Not to get waived. You know what I'm saying? Dame time, and he ain't on no team right now. He's a free agent. I don't know. I don't think he wanted to like this. I know, Dame, Dame got a pride. That's a fact. Dame got a pride, people. Dame Time got a pride. He ain't with that. That right there don't look good on his jacket. Yeah, Derek, but I mean, shit, Dame. Right now, is it safe to say Dame top five? What y'all think? Is Dame top five? Right now, when anybody would agree, is Dame top five? That's what I want to know. Is Dame top five? He not? Overhead said Dame not top five. Top 15? That's all right. I give top 15. Top 10. I ain't going to say 15. I say Dame top 10. Okay. What about active players now? Like right now. Actively. That's playing. Dame top five. Dame top five. Actively players right now, Dame is top five, man. Come on, man. We can't do Dame like that. Dame top five. Dame top five. It's like after you get LeBron, KD, and Steph, right? Now I give him top 10. I give Dame top 10 right now. Actively top 10. Derek said 12. Now I give him 10. We'll give him 10. We'll give him 10. Yeah, we'll give Dame 10. He get top 10. Because you really ain't got nobody. I really, like, if I get a top 10 list, Dame would be like 6 or 7 on the list. LeBron, KD, Steph Curry, see, you also got to think about the time frame. I can't put nobody young in the top 5. Trying to, let's just say like Dame era. You know what I mean? Dame era. Wow. Giannis. Damn, can I say Giannis? Can I say Giannis top 5? I throw Giannis top 5. I throw Giannis top 5. I throw Giannis top 5. LeBron, KD, Steph, Giannis. I don't know, man, because I'm going all over with it because I'm saying, too, like, you got to have at least more than 5 years in the league. You can't just be top 5 and you ain't got 5 years in the league. You got to at least have 5 years in the league. I want to say SGA, but he don't got 5 years in the league. You know what I mean? I want to say SGA, but he just don't got. He ain't got 5 years in the league. You know what I mean? These guys, I want these guys to at least have 5, 6 years in the league. Only for you to be top 5. If we name top 5 guys now, under 5 years, or under 6, six and under. Because you got to break it down like that. We can't throw people in the top 5 that ain't got 6 or better in the league. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. We get our own list. Top 5 for 6 years and under. 6 years and under, top 5. SGA, Joker, Jalen Brunson, man, who else? That's only 3 for top 5 for 6 years and under. Oh, I get John Morant in there. John Morant, Anthony Edwards. Like, that's the top 5 for me for 6 years and under. Edwards, Morant, SGA, Jalen Brunson, and Book. And I don't know who I had before, but I put Booker. I put Booker in there. Booker be boy. I put Booker in there. Booker deserved that. That's top 5. Six years and under. Now Booker got over 6 years. We got to take him off. We want 6 years and under. Anthony Edwards, John Morant, SGA, Jalen Brunson, I don't know. I'm stuck on that 4th one. Donovan Mitchell. I take that. Just Eric. I take that. Salute, Just Eric. Salute. I take that. I think Donovan got 6 and under. I give Donovan top 5. That's a fact. Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if he got 6 years and under. This is a 6 years and under. Just Eric. I'm naming the top 5 for players. Let's just say who only got 6 years in the league. Let's give him 7. 7 years in the league. Players 7 and under. 7 years and under in the league is the top 5 right now. So I got Donovan Mitchell. I got SGA. Donovan Mitchell. Anthony Edwards. John Morant. Damn, it was somebody else. Damn, it was somebody else I said, man. Rose Go, salute. You don't know about Donovan Mitchell? Wrong BX. Salute. Nah, not Rose. Donovan got to be for 6 years and under. 7 years and under. Donovan not top 5. We not saying. Adding with the people who've been in the league 10 years. Nah, they got their own top 5. We talking about 7 years and under. Nah. Just Eric said Jason Tatum. I don't think I wouldn't even put him top 5 if he was 6 and under though. Just Eric. I don't think he a top 5 player. Now I wouldn't put Jason Tatum. I wouldn't put Jason Tatum. I wouldn't put Jason Tatum. But that's something to think about. Nah, Zion, nah. So we can't use Mitchell. We can't use Donovan. We can't use Donovan. Donovan not in the top 5. We can't use Donovan. Hey, yo. All right, we got a Laker fan in the building. Hey, yo, Rose Gold. What was that about? Why did LeBron steal that money like that? Why would he opt into that 50-something instead of just rebuilding that team around Luka? How you settle for Aiken? That's who they gonna get, Aiken. Y'all about to get Aiken. Why wouldn't Miles Turner go to LA? Hey, yo, Rose Gold, that was dirty work. I don't know what. That is dope. Yo. Y'all let Miles Turner. Y'all need a center. Y'all need a center. That's what they talking about. Yeah, Eric. Brunson in my top 5 under 6 years or 7 years. I said 7 years. 7 years, Brunson my top 5. Yeah, 7 years, Brunson my top 5. 7 years. Derek, that would have been dope. He would have fit in the Lakers. He don't fit with Milwaukee. Not just thinking they just got rid of Brook Lopez. He ain't gonna put up Brook Lopez numbers. That was backwards. Do Brook Lopez know something we don't know? Brook may know Giannis out of there. So Brook was like, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Because he didn't get traded, or did he? No, he went and signed. He didn't get traded. Yeah, that was nasty. I don't know. You got to ask Rose Gold. You got to ask Rose Gold about that, man. So, hey, yo, Rose Gold, answer me this. Why do you think Miles Turner didn't pick LA? That question for Rose Gold. Why didn't Miles Turner pick LA? I want to know that. Yeah, that's why I just do this overall players. Just Eric. This all of, I ain't want to say You know, I can't pick Donovan Mitchell in a class where when I say the top five, when you say Kevin Durant, LeBron James, uh, damn, who I said? Kevin Durant, LeBron James, damn. And I forgot who I had, like overall, top five overall. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, KD, LeBron, Steph Curry. Oh, you know who I'm forgetting? I'm disrespecting. I mean, he stayed hurt. Kawhi Leonard. I gotta get Kawhi. I gotta get Kawhi in there. So that's gonna be my fourth. I forgot who I had. So far, I had Kawhi. Damn, is Kyrie top? Nah, Kyrie ain't top five. I can't give Kyrie that. And we saying now. We saying top five that's now actively playing. Top five that's actively playing now. KD, LeBron, Steph, Lillard, and who am I missing? 050 in the building. Salute my Gaza. Yeah. I got you, man. I see you doing as well. I see you doing it as well. That's a fact. I see you doing it as well. Now, I don't know. I don't think Cooper Flag. I don't think Cooper Flag. I gotta watch him. I gotta watch. Like I don't think Wimby gonna be. I don't think Wimby gonna be all that. So I don't know. Gotta watch him. I'm watching him though. I gotta watch him. Black Afghanistan salute. You already know, man. BX will be next. Yeah, I supposed to came on here and did like a half an hour. You know what I'm saying? But don't forget, pull back up. We Papino. We Papino 6 o'clock. Word up, 6 o'clock. I'm gonna make something up. And we gonna play with the algorithm, bro. You know, we gonna play with the algorithm tonight. 6 o'clock, man. Meet me at the church's steps. Literally. There you go. There you go. Look. See how fast that was? Look how I just made content up right this that quick. Look, that quick. Meet me at the church's steps, man. That's gonna be the title. Meet me at the church's steps. Facts. That's the title right there. Bob, look at that. 6 o'clock. Meet me at the church's steps, man. But that's where I'm gonna be at the church's steps. That's a fact. JP salute. Yeah, that's a fact, man. They could have kept Diddy in jail, man. But yeah, so top five people, top five that's actively playing right now. Who y'all got in the chat? I want to know who would y'all top five be for players playing right now in the chat. What's your top five? What's your top five? Right now, I'm stuck on 4. I got KD, Braun, which y'all probably had the same. KD, Braun, Steph. I threw Kawhi in there. And I'm gonna say Joker. That's a good one. Derek said Giannis, KD, Joker, Braun, and Luka. Yo, I'm wilding. Somebody got to go. I'm going to take Joker off my list. I got Giannis. Giannis, Steph, Braun. Giannis, Steph, Braun, Kyrie, and KD. That's mine. Giannis, Steph, Braun, KD, and yeah, that's it. That's my 5. Braun, Steph. Yo, this is bad, yo. Hold on. Braun, Steph, KD, Kyrie, and Giannis. That's mine. That's it. Braun, Steph, KD, Giannis, and Kyrie. That's my 5. That's my 5 right there, people. Renegade said KD, Luka, Braun, and agreed. Joker, all right. So Renegade said KD, Luka, Braun, and Joker, and agreed. That's all right. That's all right. Black Afghanistan said, yeah, that's a good 5. Yeah, that's my 5. Derek said Giannis, KD, Joker, Braun, and Luka. Look like everybody going with that 5. Everybody going with that 5. See, everybody want to talk about it. What y'all think about the Diddy joint? You know what I mean? Before I get up out of here. So everybody want to talk about it. What y'all think about the Diddy joint? I'm going to talk about that at 6, but let's do a preview. What y'all think about the Diddy joint? Should y'all be happy? Or y'all like, Radimus said Curry, Luka, Braun, and Giannis. That's a good 5. That's a good 5. Hold on, Radimus, you ain't put KD in there? Radimus ain't even put KD in his top 5. Wow, no KD? I don't know. But that's your top 5, though. I respect that. Hey, yo, Rodham, now he deserves to go under the jail, man. Word up. That's under the jail material, man. I'll be the villain to say that, yo. That's under the jail material, man. Word up. That's under the jail material. I'm not I can't see that. Meaning, oh yeah, free Diddy. I can't see that. Even if I wanted to, every time I just think about how he did that girl by that elevator, I got a daughter, man. Like, I got a daughter, man. Hey, facts, Rodamez. And you know what's sad? My daughter said the same thing. Dad, he was probably doing that. You know what I mean? So that's a pattern. In everybody's story, that's what he do. I can't jack that. I can't jack that, yo. Yeah, Devin Booker nice, but he ain't top 5 yet. I wouldn't give him top 5 yet, Jess Eric. Not yet. I wouldn't give him top 5 yet. He top 5 though, but I wouldn't give it to him yet. I'll give Devin Booker top 10. Devin Booker top 10. Second tier. But yeah, Radimus, you know what I mean? I like, you know, that part by itself, because I synced it. Ain't nobody tell me about the story. I seen the story with my own eyes. And I just said to myself, if that was my daughter, I understand, you know, you don't get into your daughter man relationship. I understand that, you know, but that was a different kind of disrespect, yo. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you'd have grew up around my area, some type of brother would have pulled up and checked Diddy on that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care if it was a street brother, half brother, step brother, biological brother. Somebody would have checked Diddy on that one, yo. Word. Somebody would have checked him on that one. That right there is just like, yo. And he has daughters. It's no way, man. It's no way. It's no way, man. Nah. You know, and I know who am I, you know what I mean? But I'm no longer a fan of Diddy. You know what I mean? It's like I just can't. You know, I can't put myself in a position to jack that. Just off of that right there, this is like, yo, I can't do that. Nah, I can't do that. Yeah, I mean, come on. Yo, Black. Brimside salute, you already, man. You already know. You know what I mean? You ask anybody in the chat, man. You know, you see your daughter getting stomped on like that, and you witness it in that manner. How, as a father, how can you accept that? What will your response be? How much respect would you still have for that man? All them right there will make you say, you ain't got to know the person. Oh, I don't like him. Even if he a good dude, that goes out the window. All that goes out the window. Facts. It goes out the window, people. It goes out the window, man. That's real talk. That goes out the window, yo. It is no way in God's green earth that I'm gonna be okay with myself seeing my daughter getting abused like that. It's no way. No way. The key word, I synced it. No, you're not supposed to butt in your kids' relationships. Nah, not at all. Nah, you're not. But that's just one thing that is my job to do to my kids no longer, you know, with me. You know what I mean? Like, nah. Nah. No. Let nothing happen to you and keep a roof over your head. Yeah. Word. Me watching, nah, no. That never happened. Not on my clock. I don't know what men would be out with that. Who the best coach of all times? Just Eric. Uh, Damn, 22 said Trey Young don't. Nah, he don't get no props. Word up, he don't get no props. Damn, that might be a good one. You said all times, Just Eric. All times. I didn't speak for my time. I'm gonna get fired for my time. Um, Jeff Van Gundy. Um, Popovich. Um, Phil Jackson. That's three. I ain't gonna lie, Eric is I like Eric. That's four. Eric Spoelstra. That's four. I got to give Eric. Eric been with that organization for a long time. That's 4. And not that I don't like to pick this one, but I'm just being honest. And Steve Kerr, that's 5. That's 5. Oh, facts. Yo, yeah. I gotta change my 5 up. I gotta change my 5 up. I gotta jack Derek on 2 of them. I'd say Chuck Daly and Pat Riley. Yeah. I take Chuck Daly, Pat Riley, Van Gundy, Jeff Van Gundy, that is, Pop, and and uh Phil Jackson. Derek top 5 is Red, Phil, Pop, Riley, and Chuck. That's a good 5. You can't have Curry in there, Radamez, all time. Steph Curry can't be in there. Yeah, that's coaches. We talking about coaches. Even players, all time. Curry can't be in there, man. All time. You got Curry in there. You don't got Wilt Chamberlain in there. You ain't got Clyde Drexler in there. You ain't got Jerry West. Magic? Nah, you bugging, Radamez. Radamez, I had to sit up on that one. Radamez said Curry over Magic. NoBueno.com. Nigga said Curry over Magic. For real? Yeah, you got to throw Jerry West in there, man. Radamez coaches, Phil, Pop, Red, Kerr, Riley. That's a good coach. That's a good top 5 coaching. Yeah, you gotta do more research, yo. I mean, you ain't gotta research Jerry West. Then you still got more legends. Larry Bird. What's my man name? For Boston. What's my name for Boston? Man, what's his name from Boston, man? Oh, hey, they didn't even give a lineup. Let me see old head lineup. Old head didn't get no lineup for the coaches. Yeah, old head didn't get no lineup for the coaches. Not McHale, Parrish. Parrish. No, you got Parrish, McHale. You got McHale. Dennis Johnson. Yeah, you got a lot of greats, man. I wouldn't put no Steph Curry. Yeah, he won as a rookie playing the center position. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, you got to put Kareem up there, man. That nigga's the best of all. Kareem, my top 5. Kareem is my top 5. Hey, yo, I got another one, and then we off this, people. I want to know Your starting five of all time. What's your starting five of all time? And then we're about to get off this. I want to know in the chat, what is your starting five of all time? I want to see the starting five of all time. What would be your starting five of all time? Starting five from point guard to center. What would it be? What up? What's your starting five? What's your starting five would be?
I got Yao Ming. I got Key. Yao Ming and Shaquille O'Neal. Those are my starting two.
That's two. You need three more.
Two. Allen Iverson, Kobe, and Jordan.
Alright, he named everybody that played the same position, but that's the starting five. Yao Ming, I don't know how that's gonna work. Yao Ming and who?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yao Ming.
If Yao Ming doesn't work,
you gotta get a forward. You got Yao Ming. Who'll play your center? Who will be your starting center?
My starting center, Yao Ming.
Yao Ming. Who will be your starting forward?
My starting forward. I gotta make
that. Like you got like Rob Horry. Rob Horry. He a four. He a four. Kevin Garnett, Charles Barkley. Like them would be like forwards. Those would be like fours. Your center would be. Yeah, I mean, then you have your power forward. It'd be like Barkley. Who else? You had Glenn Rice. You had who else? Let me see. See, these are old. These are old guys. He young buck. So he.
What about Blake Griffin?
Blake Griffin is a power forward. Blake Griffin is your power forward. All right.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson, your point guard.
Yeah.
All right. So now you need a shooting guard.
Shooting guard.
You got Steph Curry. Steph Curry is a shooting guard.
He is?
Yeah, Steph point. Yeah, a point shooting guard, but he'll go down as a shooting guard.
Yeah.
Then you had who else? Oh, what's name was a two? Maybe like Larry Bird. Larry Bird was like a 2 or 3. You could throw him in there as a shooting guard.
I throw him in there.
That's your five. Larry Bird, Nate Robinson. You had Yao Ming.
And Allen Iverson. And
Yeah.
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin and AI as his one. There you go. Let me see what they saying in the chat. My man Derek said Curry, Jordan, Kobe, Duncan, and Wilt. That's a starting five. That's not like but that's your starting five though. That's your starting five. Renegade said Magic, Jordan, LeBron, KD, and Shaq. That's an I one.
LeBron.
That's an I one.
What LeBron on the Cavaliers?
Yeah, bro. Yup, bro. Yeah, probably gotta be. This is like all time.
All time.
Say yeah, that was my five. Curry, Jordan, Braun, Duncan, and Olajuwon. That's an I five. That's an I five.
Two centers or two forwards in, kid.
Yeah. He put his own five together.
Anytime I play 2K, I always have two centers just in case.
Yeah, Radimus, that's an I five. Radimus, that ain't that. I don't know. You say, if you say you put in your best five, you got five of all time. Think about that. Five of all time. And I'm seeing a lot of people being disrespectful to Larry Bird. Larry Bird is gonna be my old. That's Larry Bird. I'm gonna get mine. So then we go bug out with the chat before I get off this. My starting five would be Michael Jordan at the 1. Nah, I'm gonna switch that. I'm gonna put Magic at the 1. Mike. Larry Bird. Wilt Chamberlain. And Charles Barkley. That's my 5. Jordan, Magic, Wilt Chamberlain, Charles Barkley, and Larry Bird. That's my 5. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, and Charles Barkley. That's my my starting 5 of all time. Like they say, yo, you pick the best 5 players of all time, and y'all go get to that money on. Magic, Mike, Wilt Chamberlain, Charles Barkley, and Larry Bird. Let's go get it. Okay, Derek. Derek went young. Derek went young with Giannis. That's the only thing that I was fighting with, Kareem or Wilt. But I like Wilt because Wilt come with that bully ball. Wilt come with that bully ball. Let's see what this chat's talking about, man. That's a good one, Derek. But Derek went young with it a little bit. It's all good. Isaiah, Reggie, Bird, Garnett, and Shaq, Derek. That's all right too. Ed, Bird over Olajuwon. Nah, Wilt Chamberlain over Olajuwon. Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain over Olajuwon. But y'all, I'm about to be off this, people, man. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. You know what I mean? Showing love. I'll be right back at y'all at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna make the show at 7. I'll be right back at y'all at 7 o'clock. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. It's your boy 050BUCKS, a.k.a. Mr. Shoot Right Back. Make sure on your way out you hit the like button. Come out the bushes for your last 5-10 minutes of fame. You understand? And I appreciate the appreciation.
Dark side lurking, with fake ones vanish. Shoot right back. Yeah, my aim the tightest. If the chat reckless, get capped in the chat. Perfect words, dead flash, never M. We don't switch the script. Dark side biz, with a offs get clipped. Boom, China brim, Harlem legend, platinum shine. All my support, y'all part the team. Gang. Man, that a game. I just spin the block, my content. Live them tight, feeling lame. Hop news, more like hip hop L's. I just started one, now we singing bells. All smooth, funny, but they still stuck. 050BUCKS, Mr. Shoot Right Back. Us never, never. Miss me with the talk. I don't suggestion. Dark side biz, never say. But we bring it on. Dark side season, where the snakes get peeled. Loyalty to code, but the get exposed. I'm the truth and fact. Cross that line, but we bringing all facts. Us never them. We don't switch the script. Dark side biz, tell apart the team. Gang. Minds flow with it punches. They be talking tough, but they moving fear. I just pop a top, let the truth appear. Man, that shit a joke. I just flip the scene, leave them in a choke. Dark side. Us never them. Us never them. 050BUCKS, Mr. Shoot Right Back. Dark side general, where the lanes get bucks. Let the shoot right back. Dark side general, where the lanes get packed. All my supporters, y'all the realest ones. Without y'all, this ain't fun. Yeah. Silence. Silence. Boss never know. 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 You. Side, yeah. Us never. We don't switch the script now. All side biz, yellow part the team. Yeah. Don't put it back. Dark side general, let us lanes get back. All my supporters, y'all are the realest ones. Without y'all, this ain't fun. Silence.
Y'all already know, man. Again, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. It's your boy 050BUCKS, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. On your way out, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the live, go to my post, check my community wall out, go check out that merch. On that note, I see y'all at 7 o'clock. Don't meet me there, beat me there. It's your boy 050BUCKS.